Welcome to God's Prepared Warrior. I am excited about today because I want to talk to you about how we can help our children grow. Hello everyone, Fernando here. Welcome to the channel. I am here to talk to you today about giving our kids the knowledge of and skills, not just knowledge, but knowledge and skills, ensuring that they are equipped for the future. How can we teach our children to be prepared, right? How do we do that? What is that? What does that look like? When we talk about preparedness, it's not just about what we do, but it's how we take that information and how we pass it down to our children. And I think that's an important thing that we need to do as preppers, people who are trying to prepare for whatever situation, right? I think we need to take those things and hand them down to our kids. I think in today's society, it's kind of a lost art. I know a lot of people who are way younger than I am who don't know how to cook, who don't know how to do certain things, and so that we grew up everybody learning how to do. And I think it's very important for us to be able to hand those things to our children, right? Number one, case in point, if you guys are following my channel, I just went on a camping adventure, right? Outdoor survival skills. Are we teaching those things to our kids? Are we teaching them how to make a fire? Are we teaching them how to be able to cook without a stove, cook without a microwave, cook without all of these things that require electricity? Are we teaching them those kinds of things? Are we teaching our children those basic outdoor survival skills of putting together a tent, maybe building a bushcraft shelter? Are we teaching them to be able to utilize the things that are around them to put things together so that they can survive in the event of natural disaster or whatever? So are we really teaching them those outdoor survival skills? I think the next thing is we should be teaching them how to garden, how to keep a plant alive, right? I mean, I think that's just the most basic thing. We should be able to get a pot and grow peppers, grow tomatoes. I mean, grow a bucket of potatoes. I think that's essential things that we should be handing down to our children. Not just how to grow those things, but then how to harvest them and how to can them and how to prep all of that so that they can have that on the shelf in case the lights go out. I live in Texas, and every once in a while we get this thing called snowvid and it just could cut out the power and we could be without electricity. And so what are we teaching our children? Are we teaching them these outdoor survival skills? Are we teaching them how to grow things so that they can have food independence, by gardening, by canning, things like that? Are we teaching them those things? I think the third thing we should teach them is emergency preparedness and first aid. I think that's just a given, right? It's not just about Band-Aids and maybe some gauze. It's a whole lot of other things, right? There's certain first aid survival things that we need. Um, CPR, that's an important thing. Um, Something that you can do prior to help arriving, right? And let's be honest. How soon will help get to where you are? So it's better to be prepared. It's better to learn how to do those things. It's better to take your children and to teach them those basic things of first aid, so that they're able to take care of each other, right? Maybe you're the one that gets hurt and you need first aid, and somebody has to do it for you. Who better than your children, right? To be able to help mom or dad in a situation. And when you bring that awareness to them, it takes the fear out of it a little bit. And it's not like, oh my God, what do I do? No, because they've been practicing, they've been putting those things together, and all of a sudden it just becomes like second nature, just like it does for us as adults, right? If we're able to help them to learn first aid, emergency care, they would be able to do a lot of things. So show them what your emergency kits look like, right? Put together some emergency kits, maybe some basic first aid kits. Here on this channel, I want to be able to break that down for people. I have an emergency kit, and probably pretty soon I'm going to be showing how that works for everyone, and what can you use in your preps for whatever happens, right? I mean, because we can't predict the future. We can't predict what's going to happen. Accidents happen all the time. It's just best to be prepared, right? I would rather be prepared than not prepared at all. I think, and here's the fourth one. I think we should help our children to be prepared with life skills, right? Like cooking. I mean, don't you get tired of cooking, parents? No, I'm just kidding. No, we should teach our children to cook. We should help them to be able to be reliant, not just on us, but even on themselves, right? That they can cook outside. They know how to budget their own bank account, things like that. It's best for us to help them to prepare for those practical skills that they're going to need, right? Teaching them practical life skills will help them further along in their knowledge, and help them to make better judgment in things when they know, right? So if they know how to keep a budget, they know how to manage their money. When they go to the store, they're going to spend wisely, because they know it's not just a card and I can spend it until it tells me I can't spend it anymore, right? So we want to help them to be give them practical life skills to help them, right? So that's cooking, that's budgeting, that's just repairing things around the house, getting ready for the cold season, right? We're moving into the cold season. What does that look like? It takes getting our pipes ready for the cold, and get them involved and show them how to do that. It's helping them to have those life skills that they're going to need growing up. And then when they are adults themselves, they're already going to know how to do it. Why? Because mom and dad took the time to be able to share those things with them. Here's the fifth one. I think that we as parents should be able to help bring faith and resilience into their lives as well. I think we should pray together with our family. I've done that since I was a kid, and God has been in our life, and it's so important for God to be in our life. And me growing up and having my own kids, I've taught them to do the same. God is a very important part of our family, and so help them to understand what praying is, what it looks like, how to do it. Right? We go to the Bible for that. Jesus teaches us about prayer. Right? So talk to them about that. Engage in spiritual activities, going to church, right? Going to Sunday school, and just giving them this opportunity to be able to encounter God on their own, and so that they can not only see you as an example and your faith as an example, but they can also begin to build that within their own life. Instilling faith and resilience equips them with strength, right, to face adversities, reassuring them that God is guiding them and that God is with them always. So these are a few things that I just wanted to come on and share with you about passing down things to our children, so that not only are we preparing for the now, right, or the later, but we're also helping them to prepare for when they grow up and they are filling our shoes, right? So it's always good to help them to learn skills, help them to learn how, first aid, help them to learn how to cook outside, how to build a fire, how to build a shelter. Teach them those things. I think that's a lost art. I think we need to keep our children engaged in those things and helping them by instilling that mindset, right? The legacy of self-reliance, faith, and wisdom. And I think by doing that, we pave a way for a better future for them, because one day we're not going to be here, and they're going to have to rely on the things that they've learned growing up. And I would rather teach my children how to live even when I'm not here. So you can be God's prepared warrior just by teaching your children and handing them down these skills and things as simple as making dinner, as simple as budgeting your account. Just showing them those small things will help you to be God's prepared warrior in your own home with your own family. Guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, comment. Would love to hear your comments on this, and let's continue to teach our children and to help put them on the right path. Hey guys, this is Fernando, God's Prepared Warrior. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.